So, dear students, today we will discuss variation of equivalence conductance with concentration. Very important. We know that the equivalent conductance is given by Ls into 1000 upon C. Therefore, the equivalence conductance is depends upon the specific conductance and the concentration. Therefore, we will discuss firstly what if you increase the concentration or decrease the concentration effect will observe on specific conductance. We have discussed that the specific conductance is a conductance. The electrolytes, okay, that electrolytes you are separate. These are your electrodes, okay, and that separation is the 1 centimeter, and the cross sectional area, that is 1 centimeter square. Okay, in this area, how much specific conductance is there? Like how much conductance is there in this area? Okay, it is nothing but if it's this that length is 1 centimeter, that distance is also 1 centimeter, that distance is also 1 centimeter. Therefore, the volume of this is the 1 ml. Okay, this quantity of volume, when you place electrolyte, its volume becomes 1 ml. Therefore, the conductance of these electrolytes in this 1 ml region is called as the specific conductance. When, if suppose you added, you increase the concentration. Okay, you increase concentration. Okay, throughout there is the cell is there, electrode is there, but you have to measure what is the conductance in this 1 ml. Okay, that particular region. When you increase the concentration, then again it increases positive and negative ions also, because strong electrolyte. Okay, we are discussing about what effect of strong electrolyte when you increases the concentration or decreases the concentration on your specific conductance. You increases the concentration, the ions is increases, and we know that as ions is increases, the conductance is increases, because conductance is depends upon how many ions is present in your that particular aqueous solution of electrolytes. Like therefore, concentration increases, ions increases, and therefore specific conductance is going on increases when you have the strong electrolyte. Okay, the relation we have found that concentration increases, it increases the Ls nothing but the specific conductance. Okay, for strong electrolyte. Strong electrolyte means what? The substance when dissolved in a solvent, aqueous solvent, mostly we will take the water. The dissociation is almost 100%. It gives the 100% cations, and the separation of ions is 100% in strong electrolytes. 100 molecule of strong electrolyte give the 100 cations and 100 anions. So it is not found in combination form. It totally give the ions. Okay, if you have the weak electrolyte, if you have the weak electrolyte, we know that the weak electrolyte has a tendency to dissociate partially. It not gives the 100% ions, dissociation of ions. It dissociates partially. Therefore, when you increases the concentration, the ions increases is very marginal ions is increases, very less ions is increases. Therefore, when you have the weak electrolyte, the specific conductance is marginally change is observed in specific conductance. Marginally it increases. But when you have the strong electrolyte, you increases the concentration, its specific conductance is the very much increases. Okay. Now this is all about the first things we discuss, LS, that is specific conductance. Now as you dilute, okay, you dilute your electrolyte or your solution, then your equivalent conductance decreases. Sorry, you dilute electrolyte, your equivalent conductance is increases. Means concentration decreases, your equivalent conductance is increases. Other way we can say that dilute your electrolyte, lambda value will be increases. Okay. In this, when you look that equation, you found that this quantity is increases when you dilute. Okay, dilute means the decrease in concentration. Dilute means what? Decrease concentration. Okay, the decrease in concentration means this denominator value. Okay, denominator value is decreases. Okay, concentration decreases means your denominator value is that is C, that is concentration. Dilute means the decreases. This decreases, you know, that is inversely proportional. Okay, this is divided, therefore it is increases. But at the time you found that your concentration is decreases, then your value of this concentration increases. For the strong electrolyte, its LS also increases, specific conductance. Therefore, it dilute, the LS also decreases. Okay, both quantities decreases. This quantity decreases, also this quantity decreases. But decrease in LS for when you dilute for the strong electrolyte, decrease in LS when you dilute or strong electrolyte is more than this quantity, dilute quantity. Okay, that compensation is there. Therefore, you dilute, you make the solution. This is also decreases, but this quantity is highly decreases than this concentration. Okay, than the concentration. Therefore, lambda is increases for when you consider this. Okay, when you draw a graph, okay, your equivalent conductance and dilution. Dilution is increases. Okay, dilution is increases means the concentration is increases in this. Okay, in this region, concentration is decreases. Concentration decreases. Okay, sorry, concentration increases, concentration decreases. Okay, in this region, your concentration is the increases, and this is your concentration decreases. So we know that if your dilution is more, lambda value is increases, and if concentration is higher, your lambda value is decreases. From 0, your lambda value is increases, and at particular region there is from that region your equivalent conductance is not increases. That is the limiting, that value is the limiting value. Why it is called the limiting value? Because after that no increase in lambda takes place. Okay, that's ohm per ohm centimeter square. After that no your equivalent conductance value is increases. That is called as the limiting value. Okay. If lambda is increases means the equivalent conductance increases. Equivalent conductance means what? The conductance for one equivalent weight. Okay, equivalent weight in grams you take, dissolve, and the conductance you measures. And when you diluted it, that your equivalent conductance is the going to the decreases for 1 gram equivalent weight. Okay, therefore it goes on increasing when your dilution is the increases. Okay, from that we have the some conclusion. Okay, we have the, some values is there equivalent conductance. When you take the 1 gram equivalent weight and you you take the changes the concentration. Okay, first you 0.1 normal concentration, you add the water, then 0.05 you add the water 0.01, and such concentration is there. Okay, you found that at the fairly dilute solution. Okay, at the fairly dilute solution, okay, fairly dilute solution means that concentration is definite concentration is there. That's okay. That definite means that it's somehow higher concentration, not lower concentration. At the fairly dilute solution, okay, this is the your strong electrolyte. Okay, that KCl is the strong electrolyte. CH3C is the weak electrolyte. Acetic acid is a weak electrolyte. Okay, we have fairly dilute solution. You are KCl, KOH. Okay, we have taken that particular this some values. At fairly dilute solution, okay, it's that dilute solution or that's dilute solution. The value of 0.1 is the for KCl is of 128.96. Does not increase appreciably with the dilution. Okay, when you dilute that HCl or KCl strong electrolyte, it does not increase appreciably with dilution. Okay, these are the when you dilute, that is dilute, you dilute it, you dilute it, you dilute it, and you dilute it. Its value is not increases as much as that particular weak electrolytes values is increases. Okay, therefore for strong electrolyte, why this is happen? Because strong electrolyte almost dissociate completely. Okay, your equivalent conductance depends upon the how much your ions is dissociated. Okay, your ions, if suppose at the start 90 KCl K plus and Cl minus is produced from the out of 100 molecules, therefore it is having the lambda, something lambda is the value is there. When you add again water, then 92 is increases, again matter 96, again add the water 98. Okay, actually it is already in large amount, it is get dissociated. Therefore at a fairly dilute solution, its value is actually the production of the ions is more. But when strong weak electrolytes is there, then as you dilute it, its number of ions is increases as you dilute. Okay, the production of ions or in a weak electrolyte is more when you dilute it, but in this case actually it's actually it gives the more number of ions. That is fully dissociation takes place in the strong electrolyte. Okay, we seen the point, that is the in case of strong electrolyte that KCl, HCl, the lambda does not increase appreciably with the dilution. Not with the dilution, not much effect is you have seen in this case. Okay, for a strong electrolyte, fairly concentrated solution, lambda values are high in comparison with weak electrolyte. Okay. If suppose the concentration you take for the both the substances like the weak electrolyte and the strong electrolyte, at the higher concentration, the lambda for strong electrolyte is higher as comparison with the our weak electrolyte. Okay, for this case 0.1. Okay, sorry, if for that particular is higher concentration, that is lower. For higher concentration, the value of KCl strong electrolyte, when you compare weak electrolyte, you found that at a higher or fairly concentrated solution or highly concentration solution, 0.1 concentration solution, this value is very much higher than the weak electrolyte. Okay, and when you take the weak electrolyte like the acetic acid at a particular fairly concentration or higher concentration solution or 0.1 concentration, 1 molar concentration, 1 normal concentration, lambda value is lower. Okay, that particular lambda value is lower than your strong electrolyte. And when you change concentration from 1 to second, there is appreciable 3 times it gets double or 3 times. Okay, from 0.01 to 0.001, it gets double or triple. Okay, its lambda value increases double or triple for weak electrolyte when you dilute it. Okay, that dilution is increases of that side. Dilution increases means you add the more and more water. When you add the more and more water, your weak electrolyte dissociate more and more. Okay, dissociate more and more. Therefore, its value is going on increasing. Lambda value going on increasing for weak electrolyte, but actually for the strong electrolyte, it's almost dissociate completely. Therefore, you add the waters, you dilute it. Very negligible or marginal change in takes place. The strong electrolyte, but weak electrolyte, lambda values double or triple increases when you have the differences between from one concentration to the second 0.01 concentration to 0.001 concentration. Then there is appreciable change you takes place when you have the weak electrolyte. Okay, we have one again graph is there by using the one of the equation. That equation is the lambda is equal to your limiting value lambda 0. Okay, that is limiting value. Your solution is very dilute. It reaches to a highest lambda value. That lambda value is the lambda 0 value. Okay, minus b under root c. Okay, instead of this we write lambda minus b under root c plus lambda 0. Okay, it is equation y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, c is the intercept, that is the lambda 0, limiting lambda value. Okay, limiting lambda, very dilute solution, the equivalent conductance is called as the lambda 0. Okay, when you add more and more value at a particular dilution, your lambda value is not increases. Okay, that value is called as the limiting value, and that is the lambda 0 value. Okay, lambda 0 value is the limiting equivalent conductance at infinite dilution. Okay, that is also called as equivalent conductance at infinite dilution. Okay, one and the same, but at very dilution lambda is the lambda 0. Okay, therefore this equation match with this. Y is the lambda. Okay, we draw the y is the lambda, then m is your minus b. Okay, therefore for strong electrolyte this is the okay, for strong electrolyte, okay, your c under root c, therefore under root c increases means what? Your concentration is increases. As your dilution in this side dilution is increases, your ions is increases for strong electrolyte, but not appreciable increase in, okay, very small increase in you can see very small increase in equivalent conductance you observe there. But for your weak electrolyte at the higher concentration, it's not, it's okay, therefore you dilute it, its value goes on increases, and very dilution the value is going on. Okay, at a very dilute solution its value is going to the, its value exceed from, because this is for the strong electrolyte. This graph is for strong electrolyte, this is for the weak electrolyte. Correct. This is for the strong electrolyte and the weak electrolyte. Okay, the strong electrolyte KCl is there and weak electrolyte CH3COOH. Okay, when you consider your concentration is increases that side, okay, and dilution increases that side, your dilution increases more and more your water is added, okay, like that. If you have the KCl is a strong electrolyte, correct? KCl is a strong electrolyte, and if you added KCl in water, it is actually strong electrolyte, means it gives the almost complete, okay, 90 give the K plus ion, okay, for sake of convenience I have taken the 90 molecule gets the dissociate and 10 molecules remain as it is KCl, because 90 or 95% it dissociates, okay, therefore almost it completely dissociates. Dissociation means what? It gives the K plus ion and Cl minus ion in aqueous solution, it gets the almost completely dissociation. When you add the again and again water, you get the dilution. 90 molecules you get the K plus and Cl minus ion, then you add dilute it, then 93 K plus and Cl minus get dissolved, you add the again water 95, okay, so on. If you, as you add, but the quantity is increases very small, because already it gets having the more number of ions is produced, therefore at very higher concentration also it get dissociates, and it's always when you compare the weak electrolyte and the strong electrolyte, the value is more, okay, the value strong electrolyte is for lambda is the very high than the weak electrolyte, because lambda is depends upon how much your ions is there. Higher ions is there, already strong electrolyte is highly dissociated, therefore very at that concentration, that okay, you decreases concentration means that you add the water, as you add the water, that 90 molecules 93 is increase, very small change, therefore very small increase in lambda. When you add again water, very 90 very small, add again you water, very small increase in, okay. But when you check the weak electrolyte, okay, when you take the weak electrolyte, if you take the CH3COH acetic acid as a weak electrolyte, 100 molecules, out of 100 molecules it dissociate only 10 H plus and 10 CH3O minus, okay, very small dissociation is there, okay, and 90 molecules remain, and out of 190 molecules remain CH3COH, because the strong electrolyte dissociates very weakly, therefore out of 100 it gives the 10 H plus ions and the 10 CH3O minus ions, okay, therefore at the start very small lambda value is there, but when you add water, then it get dissociate more and more. You add the water, again water, dilute, it dissociate more. You add very dilute, you dissociate more. At a very high dilute, it dissociate more. But it goes on increasing. So, okay, limiting value is not obtained. But by extrapolating of strong electrolyte, that particular point you obtain very high lambda. That lambda is the lambda 0. Okay, and this lambda. Okay, when you extrapolate this graph, you obtain that point. That point is the lambda 0, that is limiting value of lambda for the strong electrolyte. Therefore, by using this graph, you can predict the limiting equivalent conductance value. Okay. Therefore, for KCl or for the strong electrolyte, by extrapolating or by increasing this graph, a straight line, you will obtain lambda 0. It's get extrapolate this axis, and that is your that intercept. That intercept is the lambda 0 value is obtained, and that minus b means the your slope, your that value is inclined. Okay, inclined, therefore minus b. If it is like that is plus b. Okay, therefore that graph you obtain, and by using that graph you can find out the lambda 0 value, that is limiting value. Limiting value is at very high dilute solution. Okay, practically zero, that is zero dilution is not possible, but by extrapolating we can find out the lambda zero value for the strong electrolyte, because practically zero concentration means the meaningless. Okay, remember that, because at zero concentration that value is lambda zero, at zero concentration lambda zero for any is no electrolyte. Okay, that is meaningless, because therefore strong electrolyte is possible by extrapolating, and that intercept give your lambda zero value. Okay, but weak electrolyte, when you like that extrapolate, you will not obtain. Okay, it's not intercept that y-axis or x-axis, any axis is not intercept that axis. Okay, that y-axis is not intercept. Therefore, it is difficult to find out by using this graph. Limiting value of lambda, that is limiting value of equivalence conductance for the weak electrolyte is not possible, but extrapolating this graph you can find out limiting value of equivalent conductance for a strong electrolyte, but weak electrolyte it is not possible. For weak electrolyte we have Polar's law. By using Polar's law we can predict the lambda zero value for weak electrolyte. Okay, this is all about the what is the effect of variation of equivalent conductance with concentration. Thank you very much.